Welcome to this week's Friday message, and it's so lovely to have you back. And with your permission, today I'm going to talk about Chanukah. You know, there's a very famous question that's asked by the Vayeshev. You know who he was? He was the author of the Shulchan Aruch. His name was Rabbi Yosef Karo. And it regards how many days of Chanukah we celebrate. You see, if the oil that the Maccabees found was sufficient to last one day in the menorah, and the oil miraculously lasted for 8 days, then the miracle only actually occurred for 7 days, not 8. You get it? So why is Chanukah celebrated for 8 days? It should be 7. Now there's one answer that was suggested by the Taz, and it's as follows. On the first day that the menorah was lit after the Maccabees took back the temple, there was enough oil put in each branch of the menorah that would have lasted for just 1 day. However, not all of the oil was consumed on that first day. The oil lasted for the next 7 days as well, each day consuming just 1/8 of the original oil that was put into the menorah. So, because the oil was not completely consumed on the first day as it should have been, we can say that a miracle occurred on the first day as well. And that's why we celebrate Chanukah for 8 days. That's the Taz's answer. Now, Rav Meir Don Plotsky, in his Sefer Klei Chemda, has an intriguing question regarding the Taz's answer. Listen carefully. The miracle the Taz describes indicates that the oil they used for those first few days was miracle oil. But there's a problem with that. The Torah explicitly describes what kind of oil you've got to use in a menorah. Pure olive oil that's pressed, and it has to be for lighting. And that's the only kind of oil that can ever be used in a menorah, in a Beis HaMikdash. But this was not the oil that was in the menorah that the Maccabees used. The oil in the menorah was miracle oil. It may have looked like olive oil, it may have burnt like olive oil, maybe even came from olives. But practically speaking, it wasn't olive oil. It was some kind of miracle concoction, a brew. And that being the case, how could the menorah have been lit for the 7 days after the first day with oil that was not permitted for this purpose? How could they use this oil for the menorah? It's a good question, right? Now, Rav Chaim Soloveitchik says that the oil in the menorah did not actually replenish itself each day. The miracle was that the quality of the oil improved to an incredible degree of efficiency. The oil's quality was so improved that only a fraction of the amount usually needed to last a day was actually consumed. This explanation answers the question. First of all, a miracle did occur on all 8 days because the quality of the oil was miraculously improved. And the oil burnt more efficiently on the first day as well. So that's a miracle for the first day. But second of all, the oil that was used was not miracle oil. It was the same pure olive oil that had been found and used on the first day. The reason why the oil lasted for 8 days instead of 1 day is because the oil burnt more efficiently, not because the oil miraculously replenished itself. And most importantly, the fact that the miracle occurred in a qualitative fashion fits in with the theme of Chanukah so beautifully. The prayer Ala Nisim, which is said on Chanukah, says as follows: Masarta giborim biyad chaloshim, you handed over the mighty into the hands of the weak. Rabim biyad ma'atim, the large in number, into the hands of the small in number. Tameim biyad tohirim, the impure into the hands of the pure. Reshoim biyad tzadikim, the evil into the hands of the righteous. And zaydim biyad oiskei serasecha, the wicked into the hands of those who involve themselves in your Torah. The authors of this prayer highlighted the qualities of the nation of Israel and contrasted them with the deficiencies, or worse, of the Yevanim, with whom they were locked in battle. The Syrian Greeks outnumbered them. They were stronger. They were warriors. They should have won the war, but they lost the war and the Jews won. The Jews were pure. They were righteous. They were students of the Torah. They were quality people as opposed to their opponents, who were not quality people. The victory of the Jews represents a victory of quality over quantity. The miracle of the oil involved quality overcoming the natural bounds of quantity. Chanukah is a holiday which is based on the superiority of quality over quantity. It is this lesson which should and must be taken to heart on Chanukah. We need to remember and take to heart that when it comes to our performance of mitzvahs, of doing what the Torah wants us to do, numbers is not what counts. The quality of our performance is more important, and the miracle of Chanukah shows us the importance of quality. Chanukah should inspire us so that we can all become Chanukah miracle people and improve the quality of what we do, and by doing that, the quality of our lives. I want to wish you a freilichen Chanukah and a beautiful Shabbos. Thank you so much for watching.